Welcome, welcome.
Hey!
Oh, look at you.
How you guys doing? Oh, this is awesome.
You're beautifully dressed, festooned, I think you might even say.
Beautiful. I like
You've got
beautiful.
the, wow, the socks and the shoes and the whole thing.
You know, I got some money now, man. Hey, who wants to be a millionaire? Terry Crews. Terry Crews wants to be a millionaire.
Well, hosting the show is the best way to do that. You've had a very unusual career path. Oh. I mean, even just being an actor and hosting a game show at the same time is strange, but you played college football, you went to the NFL.
Exactly.
And then you wanted to be an artist when you were a kid, I know that.
When I saw Star Wars in 1977, I thought, this is what I'm gonna do. I was a painting, drawing, you know, I thought special effects was gonna be my thing. And I had no idea that in front of the camera is where I was gonna be. Not at all.
Have you been drawing your whole life? Like when you were playing professional football, you were drawing then?
I was painting. What would happen is I would get cut from a team.
Okay.
And, you know, I played on 6 teams in 7 years, so that happened a lot. So I would go back into the locker room and ask the players if they wanted their portraits painted.
After being cut?
Yes, because that's how I survived. I was always on the end of the roster. I was never a big superstar. I was an 11th round draft pick. So my whole thing is, I mean, humility gets you far. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta make some money, you gotta humble yourself. And I would go back in, and you know what was so cool? Because the big stars, they'd be like, man, let's just do, I'll get a little brother a painting, you know, and I'll give him some money. And it was really kind of cool, but the thing is, I was really good. I was very, very good.
You are very good. I have
you.
some of these paintings, and you did these while you were playing?
While I was playing, I was known as the artist football player. That was my thing. Yeah, this is all by hand. Thank you. My mother would be so proud. I would do baseball players.
Wow.
I would do...
What do these guys chip in to get their portrait painted? Or what? They're like, yeah, you know what? We don't want an individual, but paint all 3 of us and we'll share it.
No, well, it would literally take me about 2 months to do a painting, and they would give me like $5 grand, and I would survive off that. My whole family survived off that.
This one looks like a photograph.
Yeah, I would do airbrush, color, pencil. My whole thing was illustration. I had an art scholarship before I had a football scholarship.
You did? Wow.
That was my whole deal.
You didn't tell the guys on the team about that, right?
Well, you know, I have to say, right now...
He's got to be careful. He's about to sit on the monument. Wow, these are really, really good. Now, you brought your portfolio along. I'm very interested in this kind of stuff, and not just athletes, but also animals.
I had my portfolio in at Disney. Before I started acting, that's one of my things.
Look at all this stuff.
And paint. And
I had no idea.
I love this stuff.
Oh, that's great.
My mother would love this. You know, it's funny. In Flint, Michigan, I come from Flint, Michigan. All you guys from Michigan know what Flint is like. And what was wild is that my first job in entertainment, period, I drew courtroom sketches for the worst murder case in Flint, Michigan history.
Really? When was this?
This was back in 1992. And no, excuse me, it was earlier than that, 87. I'm sorry, that was
87.
87.
How old were you?
I was a freshman. I was 18 years old.
In high school?
And no, I was a freshman in college.
College, okay,
and,
all right.
That was my first job. And my father said, I'm gonna get you a job. We're gonna go down to WJRT ABC 12 and get you a job. And I was like, oh man, they're gonna laugh me right out of here. He said, my boy can paint. You give him a job right now. I mean, this is how it went. And I was like, oh God, oh God. And you know what? The guy said, okay, yes, I'll hire him. And all of a sudden I got a job and I'm sitting there like, oh wow, I'm working. This is back back in the day, this was before CGI, this was before any computer graphics. When they had an accident, you actually painted like a cop car in a square behind the guy.
Oh,
while the news, all the news had graphics.
Yeah.
So if there was a murder, you drew the chalk line and you showed a little body.
Oh, yeah.
And then you showed the police lights and the whole thing. And I did that every night. And what happened is the sketch artist for the courtroom was not able to come, and they said, Terry, we need you to come in. The other guy, he's from Chicago, he can't come, we need you to do this. And I went in and pitch hit and became their artist. Wow. It was nuts. And then the station manager was like, you're gonna be big. You're gonna be somebody really big. And it was crazy. That was my first gig in entertainment.
That's pretty exciting.
Isn't that